may the disappointment begin. First, he starts with a large vessel, and coffee, of course. To this vessel, he adds a large room temperature block of cream cheese, and also a large block of room temperature butter. As he sets it aside, he reaches for a blender cup. He could use a pestle and mortar, but why? He adds 3 tablespoons of sweetener and a pinch of salt, and covers it with the Mad Max lid, to which he takes to the pulverizer. He needs the sweetener to be a fine, dust-like powder to prevent grittiness in the final product. And to make the fat bomb taste like strawberries, he needs strawberries. The first he finds is grown with rather nuclear waste, and although he prefers organic, they are rather expensive. So he picks a few, sets aside, and reaches for his knife. Blip! He slices off the tree growing atop, and using proper knife techniques, proceeds to make thin vertical slices of the heavily seeded hybrid, and for some reason, switches to using improper knife techniques. Why? No one knows. Then, using a silicone tray meant for ice, he places a strawberry peg into each square hole, ensuring that they're all pointed in the same direction for the best feng shui. Uniformity is not his strong suit. Next, he must make strawberry juice. To do so, he cuts the remaining strawberries and adds them to the sweetener in the blender cup. A squirt of brown extract, supposedly from a bean called vanilla, and he struggles with cross-threading the Mad Max lid. Back to the pulverizer. Upon inspection, the juice is a bit too watery, so he adds some xanthum gum, mixes, and finds that it's still too watery. So he adds some more, and back to the pulverizer. And he cleans, because ants. 1 twirl, 2 twirl, 3 twirls for good luck. He brings back the butter and the cream cheese, which have gotten well acquainted. Adds the strawberry mixture, and using a 1970s hand mixer, combines the vampire breakfast, making sure to scrape down the sides to incorporate all the butter. Eventually, it becomes a silky smooth cream cheese frosting, and to the cook go the spoils. Since he doesn't have a piping bag yet, he makes a good sock puppet from a zip-top bag. This puppet, called Zippy, once toured with Kermit the Frog on Broadway. However, it wasn't easy being clear. He closes it, twirls it, and cuts the tip, and just the tip. He then pipes it into the silicone tray intended for ice cubes, to which he adds the rest of what was left with a spatula. A tap, 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 and a bang, and to the freezer it goes. 30 minutes later, he removes it, and doesn't look too enthralled. Something has gone awry. He attempts to silicone drop top them onto the plate, and nothing. They don't seem to be very hardened. So, using a knife, he scoops out the apparent goop. He decides to the freezer it goes again. An hour later, he returns. These, however, look promising. In a white porcelain saucer, he attempts to dislodge the fat bombs one by one. But first, a message from our sponsor. Just kidding. Although these seem to be intact and more promising, they are intact inside the mold. So he removes them one by one, with his hand and with the knife. These are a disaster. However, he must make them pretty for the gram, because why else? Grabbing the prettiest one, he removes the excess flap and drops it. Using a trick known of very high-end restaurants, he plates one on an off-color plate. Then, using a wooden rasp, he grates semi-sweet chocolate over the top, and inadvertently covers the strawberry. So he blows, and, working like Alan Grant, works to recover it so it's visible. He's tried his best. So if you believe that low-carb food should be delicious, make sure to watch this perfect pancake episode. And until next time, eat well.